Not a winter person? Trust me. I used to have the t-shirt that says, if it's snowing, I ain't going. Hello, I'm Caroline Remillard and I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm a licensed realtor with RE/MAX Professionals. This video I just wanted to hop on here. Having relocated to Sioux Falls, South Dakota a few winters ago from sunny Sarasota, Florida, I thought it might be interesting for people who perhaps are looking to relocate here or maybe new to the area, just to give my take and my experience and just a couple of tips that I've learnt. It's South Dakota. In fact, the locals joke that, okay, it's minus 48 degrees outside with the wind chill factor, time to put on your big coats. So one of the questions I had when I relocated here was, what sort of vehicle do I need? Do I need to get a four-wheel drive car? I actually got an all-wheel drive car, and that is very capable of dealing with the road conditions and being out in rural areas and everything else like that after they've ploughed, of course, and being sensible and not driving in blizzard with poor low visibility or black ice. My daughter drives a front-wheel drive car, and around Sioux Falls I see lots of sedans and other cars, and everyone is able to get around and about once they've ploughed and cleared the roads, which they do. They're really on top of that, and they really do keep things very, very clear for everyone commuting around and getting to work. Now, keep in mind, in South Dakota, the secondary roads are gravel. They, of course, do get ploughed too. Rural areas, they may take a little bit longer on getting those roads ploughed. This blizzard we've been in, I did see that a couple of the counties did pull the snow plows off of the roads for a short time because the visibility was so poor. So when you're looking to move here, looking at your commute, looking at where you're going to be working, looking at accessibility, if you need accessibility to hospitals, medical, things of that nature, those are all things to take into consideration of the winters and the commutes. Now, talking about that, there are two really good sites that I am on Facebook constantly, looking at the weather and the conditions of the roads. One is called T-Storm Chasers, and the other one is Roads to Sioux Falls. People are chiming in all the time. People are asking, what are the road conditions going to Hartford? I'm leaving for Madison. Brandon to Sioux Falls to Sioux City. It's great, and everyone participates, and you get lots of current information if you have to travel or you're planning a trip to see what is going on with the roads. Also for reporting accidents and things like that. It's just practical common sense, really, and really probably doesn't need stating, but things that I carry in my car are, I carry a shovel and I carry some grit, just in case I do get stuck and I can dig myself out of that situation. Hopefully that never happens, and touch wood. So far it hasn't. I have blankets, hand warmers, water. I always make sure I have over half a tank of gas, because if you do slide off the road, or if you do get stranded, or you get stuck in traffic where someone has an accident in front of you, you can keep your car running and stay toasty warm. So your personal residence, loads and loads of snow removal companies that you can contract with, lots of people in the neighborhood, lots of people on Facebook. I actually have a 2-stall garage with a 4-car driveway, and I typically pay, over the past few years, I've paid $55 to get that removed for me from different contractors or guys in the neighborhood. Very, very easy to do. I will say that last year, when we had such a long winter, and even the locals said it was a really, really bad winter. We just got snow after snow after snow after snow. If you are in a situation where you have to be at work early in the mornings, or you have to get out early in the mornings, you might want to think about contracting with somebody for the season, because last winter everyone was so busy. I remember the guys coming to my house, it was 8 o'clock at night with their headlights on their snowplows to clear my driveway for me. Just something to keep in mind. In Sioux Falls, you are responsible for the snow removal on your driveway and your sidewalks around your house. So those have to be cleared within 48 hours of the last snowfall. So that's something to keep in mind. Snowblower, highly recommend you get a snowblower. A lot of my friends like the electric start snowblowers. My hesitation about that, and the guys that just came and did my driveway a couple of days ago, their electric start kept giving out, so I had to keep plugging it in, which is fine if you have power. Touch wood, I have not ever lost power since I've been here in South Dakota, so that's amazing. But if it did go out, then you won't be able to start your snowblower. Just things to think about, in my opinion. Now, the really nice thing about winters in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, are the beautiful days of sunshine and blue skies that we experience. Yes, we do have snowstorms. Those pass quickly, and in fact today I'm in day 5 of the blizzard, and everyone's out on the roads. Everything's back to normal thanks to the fabulous plow drivers, the treatments that we do on the roads here. But it is refreshing to be here, and very beautiful that you on a regular basis, almost daily basis, I would say, have those big blue skies and the sun shining. So people out doing their business, kids are out playing, back to school, very little disruption, but also extremely enjoyable and beautiful to look at, unlike the East Coast where it's grey and gloomy and damp. And it gets into your bones, that dampness, and it seems to linger for a long time. Here it's very refreshing to see that beautiful sky and nature's artwork on trees and things like that, covered with glistening snow. I think it's really important to plan here. We get a heads up, there's a storm coming. And you could be stuck or snowed in for several days. So it is really important to have a stocked pantry, pets, your pet food, and any medicines, diapers, things like that. I say diapers because of my little grandbabies. The one thing that I have learned, having come from the East Coast and having East Coast speed, is it's the Midwest, slow down. People understand we get bad storms. People understand that it's treacherous out on the roads. They do not expect you to go out in this weather. You will be told there are road closures. You will be told to stay home and stay off the roads. So Midwest, slow down, embrace it. We can all do it. Trust me, if I can do it, and I absolutely hate the cold, you can too. We all have lovely warm houses. It's gas heat here, predominantly. Electric heat pumps will not keep up with the depth of the cold. Nice to have a wood-burning fireplace or a wood-burning stove, but that's, of course, in today's modern world that we live in, none of those items are critical. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions or would like to know any information about real estate or any questions about living in South Dakota, be glad to help you. You can send me a text, shoot me an email, or give me a call. Please like, subscribe to this channel, and I look forward to my next video to you about living in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.